I keep telling myself this story starts with love, because that's how it felt to me. We are good, right? I asked Emily that night, my voice low. She didn't look up from the couch at first. Why wouldn't we be? She said, smiling like it was an easy question. We argue more, I said. You feel distant. I just need to know. Are you hiding anything from me? She laughed and finally turned to face me. You're serious? She asked. I nodded. Look at me, she said, taking my face in her hands. There are no secrets. Not now. Not ever. I wanted to believe her. I said, I've been hurt before. She brushed her thumb under my eye. I'm not them, she said. I chose you. Our life looked simple from the outside. Coffee at 6, bad jokes, late movies, she said once. That's us. I smiled because I thought she meant it. At night she whispered, I love you, and I answered without fear. But that night, something felt wrong. Not loud. Just quiet and sharp. Her eyes didn't stay on mine long enough. You're overthinking, she said when I went silent. You always do. Yeah, I said. I know. I told myself trust was a choice. I chose it again. I chose her. I ignored the tight feeling in my chest and the warning I didn't want to hear. I went to bed believing her promise, because believing felt safer than doubt. She kissed my forehead and said, Sleep. Tomorrow will be better. I said, okay, and closed my eyes, not knowing that promise was already breaking inside our quiet room. Slowly. I was halfway down the hall when I heard it. A short buzz. Not from her phone on the table. From her bag by the door. I froze. It's nothing, I told myself. You're paranoid. Emily's shower was running. Water masked everything except that sound in my head. Don't do this, I whispered. She promised. My heart argued back. Just check. I stood there, fighting myself, until my hands moved without permission. I opened her bag slowly. Lipstick. Receipts. Then, under makeup wipes, a second phone. I stared at it. Why do you exist? I asked quietly. The screen lit up when I touched it. A message preview appeared. From Elle. Miss you already. Last night meant everything. My chest tightened so hard I couldn't breathe. I didn't unlock it. I couldn't. I sat on the floor, holding that phone like it could burn me. No secrets, I remembered her saying. Not ever. I laughed once, sharp and empty. The water stopped. Hey, Emily called. You okay out there? Yeah, I said quickly. Just tired. She stepped out smiling, wrapped in a towel. You look pale, she said. Long day. Just work, I lied. I slid the phone back where it was, my hand steady somehow. She kissed my cheek. Go sit, she said. I'll be quick. I nodded and walked away. Inside, something cracked clean through. I didn't feel anger yet. Just resolve. Tonight, when she slept, I would open that phone. Whatever it cost me. I knew nothing after tonight would be the same, and that knowledge sat heavy, silent, and final in my chest as I waited for darkness to tell me. I waited until her breathing slowed. Just sleep, I whispered to myself. I picked up the second phone. My fingers shook. Don't, my head said. Do it, my gut answered. I unlocked it. The first message was from Lucas. I miss you, he wrote. I can't stop thinking about your smile. She replied, I replay last night all day. I stared. Last night. I mouthed. Another message popped up. Did he suspect anything? Lucas asked. She answered. No. He trusts me. My name wasn't there, but I knew it was me. I scrolled. Same time Thursday, he said. I'll tell him I'm working late, she wrote. They joked. You're terrible, she typed. Only for you, he replied. My chest felt hollow. There were photos. I closed them fast. I love how easy this feels, he said in a voice note. She laughed softly and said, Me too. I muted it, but her laugh stayed in my ears. I wanted to wake her. Say it to my face, I imagined yelling. I didn't move. I kept reading. Months, I realized. Not a mistake. A life. The sky outside began to lighten. Are you sure about him? Lucas wrote. She answered, I'm sure about us. I locked the phone and sat there numb. No tears came. Something else took their place. Whatever I was before that night was gone. I looked at Emily sleeping. How long? I whispered. She turned and said nothing. Why not tell me? I asked the dark. The phone buzzed again. Tomorrow. Lucas wrote. I deleted nothing. I placed the phone back and lay beside her, staring at the ceiling, listening to my heart beat like it was warning me to run. Morning came quietly, and I knew I would never be the same again after this moment. I smiled every morning like nothing changed. Coffee? I asked Emily. You're sweet, she said. I kissed her goodbye and said, have a good day. Inside, I was splitting apart. Every word she spoke felt practiced, like lines from a play I wasn't meant to read. At lunch I met Sarah. She studied my face and said, You're not okay. I laughed. I'm fine. Just tired. She leaned closer. Don't lie to me. I looked down. Things feel off, I said. That's all. She sighed. You're hurting yourself pretending, she warned. Talk to me before you break. At home, Emily guarded her bag like it breathed. Did you move my phone? She asked too fast. No, I said. She smiled, then deleted messages right in front of me. I love you, she said softly. The words sounded careful now. Measured. At night I stared at the ceiling. What do you want? I asked myself. Revenge felt loud. Freedom felt lonely. I didn't know which scared me more. Emily curled into me and whispered, Everything's okay. I smiled into the dark. Yeah, I said. My chest burned, but my face stayed calm. I learned how easy it was to bleed quietly. I learned how convincing a smile could be when I had to save you for another day. Sarah's voice echoed in my head. Stop hiding, she said. Emily laughed in the kitchen. What movie tonight? She asked. Anything you want, I answered. Inside, I counted hours, breaths, lies. I kept smiling, because breaking openly felt worse than dying slow. That silence became my armor, my secret, my way to survive one more ordinary day alone. I sat alone at the table and said, What do you want now? The room stayed quiet. Do you want to scream? I pictured myself shouting, telling everyone, burning her world down. Do you want to disappear? I imagined leaving without a word, becoming a ghost in my own life. Neither image felt right. Both felt weak. No, I whispered. I want control. That answer surprised me. I didn't want revenge with noise. I wanted truth to do the damage. No lies, I said. No forgiveness. I called Sarah. I know everything, I told her. She went silent. I was afraid of that, she said. What are you going to do? I breathed out slowly. I'm not saving her, I said. I'm saving myself. Sarah replied, then stopped bleeding quietly. The next day at work, Mark noticed my stare. Rough week? He asked. I nodded. She cheated, I said flatly. He didn't gasp. He just said, I've been there. I looked at him. What did you do? He shrugged. I left clean. Planned first. Hurt later. That stuck with me. Plan first, I repeated. That night I opened my laptop. I checked accounts. I listed options. I felt calm for the first time in days. Emily laughed in the other room. I didn't answer. I'm done being small, I told myself. I wasn't her victim anymore. I was an observer. I was preparing an exit, not an explosion. The power didn't rush back. It settled in quietly, steady and cold, and for the first time, I trusted myself more than I ever trusted her. I watched her move around me, unaware, and said nothing. The choice felt final. I wasn't angry anymore. I was focused, patient, and ready to finish this on my terms. No turning back now. Ever again. I noticed it before she said anything. Emily snapped, Why are you staring? I said, I'm not. She paced, phone pressed to her ear. Stop pushing me, she hissed. A pause. No, I can't tonight. She saw me watching and turned away. Later she asked, "Do you still love me?" I answered, "Why wouldn't I?" Her eyes searched my face like she needed proof. "I just feel like you're pulling back," she said. I shrugged. "Work's been busy." Lucas called more. I heard his name once, sharp and angry. "I told you I need time," she whispered. Silence. Then, "Don't threaten me." She ended the call shaking. "Everything okay?" I asked. "Fine," she snapped too fast. I said nothing and watched everything. I moved money quietly. I packed thoughts before boxes. At night she clung to me. "Promise you won't leave," she said. "I'm here," I replied, and meant only the moment. Her confidence cracked daily. She checked mirrors, messages, me. "You're quiet lately," she said. "Just thinking," I told her. Inside, I felt steady. Her chaos wasn't my storm anymore. One evening she cried suddenly. "I feel like I'm losing control," she said. I held her and stayed silent. Karma didn't need my voice. It was already speaking through fear, distance, and the way her perfect world started collapsing without me touching it at all. I felt stronger each day. "You're scaring me," she said once. I answered, "You'll be okay." I watched truth tighten around her slowly, knowing I was already gone. My silence became my shield, and her panic grew louder every hour. I never interrupted. I only counted steps toward freedom. I didn't raise my voice when she finally broke. "I need to tell you something," Emily said, crying before the words landed. "I've been confused. I've been lonely. I messed up." I nodded. "Go on," I said. "It wasn't supposed to mean anything," she said. I was stressed. I needed attention. I listened quietly, already tired. "Is that all?" I asked. She wiped her face. "I swear I never wanted to hurt you." I took a breath. "Where's the second phone?" I asked. Her crying stopped. "What?" Her face went white. "You promised no secrets," I said calmly. "I saw it. I read it." She stared at me, mouth open, words gone. Silence filled the room, thick and earned. "Lucas won't answer me anymore," she whispered finally. "He said this was too much." She grabbed my arm. "Please don't leave. I'll fix this. I'll cut him off." I pulled my arm back gently. "You already did," I said. "You chose every time you picked that phone." She sank to the floor. "I can't lose you," she cried. "I'll do anything." I watched her like a stranger. "I need time," I said. "I'm not deciding tonight." She nodded fast, desperate. "Okay," she said. "Anything." I walked away without another word. Behind me she sobbed, realizing too late that the truth didn't save her. It only arrived when there was nothing left to save, and I felt no victory, only distance growing where love used to live. I stood there breathing, hearing my heart slow, knowing this moment ended us, and understanding that silence was my answer, even if she never understood it in the end forever. I sat across from Emily and said, "This ends now. I'm choosing myself." Her eyes searched mine, confused and pleading. No yelling. No blame. I took a breath. "I won't stay where trust is broken." She started crying. "If you'd told me, I could have fixed this," she whispered. "Honesty could have saved us." I nodded slowly. "Maybe. But it's too late." I set my keys on the table. "These are yours," I said. Then I placed an old photo between us, one of better times. "And this." I paused. "Our plans, too." She reached out but didn't take anything. I packed my bags that night and moved into a small apartment alone. The silence hit me hard, but it was clean. No lies. No waiting for apologies. I called Sarah the next day. "I'm standing again," I said. She smiled through the phone. "I knew you would." Mark checked in, too. "You're stronger than you think," he said. The betrayal changed me. It stripped away my fear, but it also left scars. I'm not the same man who trusted blindly. I'm someone who walks away without noise, quiet, steady, and free. I don't regret leaving. Sometimes the strongest thing you can do is turn your back on pain and keep moving forward. I did that. And for the first time in months, I felt a little hope. Months have passed since I walked away, but I'm still learning who I am without her. Have you healed? Sarah asked. I shrugged. Not fully. But I'm honest now. I respect my limits. I've learned to trust my gut, not ignore it. I heard Emily regrets everything. She's alone, Mark said. Lucas left her. I didn't want to know details. Her world didn't explode. It just emptied out slowly. Sometimes I wonder if she thinks of me. I don't feel joy at her pain. I feel peace in my own growth. I'm not the same, I told Sarah. But I'm better. One night, I caught myself holding my phone, hesitating before searching anything. I stopped. No more secrets, I said quietly. No more lies. I smiled at the quiet room. I'm done pretending. I'm done doubting. The life I built after the lie is mine now. It's imperfect but honest, and that is enough. I know I'll never ignore my instincts again. Not ever.